No matter where you end up, prison will always suck, and of course, that's for a good reason. But some prisons are much worse than others. In this video, we'll be discussing prisons, primarily for prisoners of war or slaves in the Star Wars universe. The 5 worst of which we'll be listing here. First up, we have Despereaux. Originally known as Horrors, Despereaux was a planet in the Outer Rim, an imperial penal colony and prison world. The prison population of the world consisted of rebels and alien slaves, who were worked without regards to their lives. Under the oversight of Darth Vader and Grand Moff Tarkin, the prisoners of Despereaux were worked to death in many cases, and the smallest of failures were met with execution. When the Death Star was completed, Tarkin, who saw the prisoners as lower forms of life, tested the super laser on Despereaux, destroying it completely days before the Battle of Yavin. Originally built to house captured Dark Jedi, the Citadel was built on the shattered world of Lola Seyu and was equipped with incredibly extensive security systems intended to keep even Jedi from escaping. When the Clone Wars broke out, the prison fell into the hands of Separatist commander Osai Sobek, who ran the place without mercy, making it into a place that even the Jedi dreaded. While a rescue from the Citadel was successfully made at one point in the Clone Wars, only a few prisoners ended up escaping, and it's unlikely that any other attempts were made, making it the exception rather than the rule. The Citadel was ultimately one of the most dreaded prisons in the galaxy, but not on the same level as our next 3 entries. The most well-known site on our list, Kessel in Legends, was much worse than it was portrayed to be in Disney's canon. In Legends, Kessel was a misshapen lump of planet amid swirling clouds of gases near the Maw, a cluster of black holes that made space travel dangerous. Kessel was barely livable, with most of its atmosphere being artificially produced by surface factories, and those doomed to be imprisoned on the world were sentenced to the planet's spice mines, where they would slave away for the rest of their short lives chasing glitterstim. As if those conditions and the treatment the prisoners regularly received wasn't bad enough, the energy spiders that were responsible for the production of the glitterstim were known to attack and butcher the miners on a fairly regular basis, making lives on Kessel short and painful. But even the infamous spice mines of Kessel aren't the worst in the galaxy. At our number 2 spot, we have Sankhya, the Imperial Security Bureau's secret prison on Coruscant. Sankhya was where the ISB kept those people that the Empire decided to make disappear, and it's no surprise that few of these were ever seen again while the Empire lasted. Sankhya, in actuality, was built inside of a super star destroyer of the same name, which had been integrated with Coruscant's cityscape and disguised as just another building complex. Sankhya used elaborate methods to keep its prisoners from escaping, often to great effect. The ceilings of the deck on which the prison was built were made by artificial gravity systems to serve as the floor, and the use of stone-made structures made it seem like the prison was underground. When prisoners escaped their cells, they would as a result attempt to go toward the surface, and inadvertently go deeper into the warship, leading to their eventual capture by Ysan Isard's troops. Those prisoners unlucky enough to find themselves in Sankhya were either tortured to death or brainwashed into becoming Imperial operatives, with harsh treatment ensuing either way. The illusion of the prison was finally shattered shortly after the New Republic took Coruscant, forcing Ysan Isard to order the Sankhya to take off. The Super Star Destroyer escaped, though the New Republic eventually captured it and used it as its own Super Star Destroyer for a time. Star's End is the name given to the corporate sector prison built on Midas 7, a desolate asteroid on the northeastern fringe of the galaxy. Star's End was the most feared prison in the galaxy as it was considered completely unescapable. Prisoners at Star's End were kept in stasis booths, which, as the name suggests, kept prisoners in a stasis, completely unaware of their surroundings and essentially frozen in time. As a result, it was impossible for a prisoner to escape on their own, and the facility's defenses made an outside assault even less likely to succeed. Star's End was armed and armored to the extreme, and the entire facility was coated in molecularly bonded armor, which was nearly impossible to destroy. Star's End was nearly unescapable, and easily the toughest prison in the entire galaxy. So those are the 5 toughest prisons in Star Wars, and as usual, I want to know what you guys think. Did we miss any, and do you think this list should have been ordered differently? We'd love to hear your thoughts in the comments section below, and as always guys, thanks for watching, and I hope to see you in the next video.